Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Draven, the Glorious Executioner. If this is your first time here on the channel, we're going to take a look at his biography and story first. We'll move on to any cinematics he has, take a look at the skins, the fandom wiki, and at the very end, we'll listen to any voice lines Draven has as well. All right, so obviously the things I know about Draven: brother to Darius. He's in Noxus. He's a big main player in Noxus, and I know that he's like very troll-like, funny. I know he's he's super cocky character, right? He tries to be funny all the time. He's not very serious. We've seen him in one of the season cinematics. I forget which one it is. It's the one where he drops down and fights Riven. You know, that kind of thing. I know kind of the general idea of Draven, but we don't really know exactly everything about him. So we're going to do that today. Starting off with our quote, says, "The best is wherever I decide to set the bar each day." Exactly like I said, cocky. All right, role is marksman, region Noxus, and related champions are only Darius and Swain, so no other related champions for him. In Noxus, warriors known as Reckoners face one another in arenas where blood is spilled and strength tested, but none has ever been as celebrated as Draven. A former soldier, he found that the crowds uniquely appreciated his flair for the dramatic, not to mention the spray of blood from each of his spinning axes. Addicted to the spectacle of his own brash perfection, Draven has sworn to defeat whomever he must to ensure that his name is chanted throughout the Empire forevermore. I guess the other thing I know about him is he has the double spinning blades or whatever. Even as an orphan on the streets of Basilic, Draven was headstrong and full of bravado, frequently getting into vicious brawls with older street children and shady underworld thugs. While supremely confident in his own ability, some would say overconfident, it is unlikely he would have survived childhood had it not been for his older brother Darius, who invariably finished the fights Draven started. When Basilic fell to the war hosts of Noxus, the brothers came to the attention of a captain named Cyrus after Draven made an ill-considered attempt on his life. Impressed with their fighting spirit, Cyrus allowed them to join the Noxian ranks. For years, the brothers fought as part of Cyrus's war host, yet while Darius took to this life easily, Draven grew steadily more bored. His martial skill was beyond question, but the daily drudgery of soldiering felt like too much effort for too little reward and not enough personal glory. Oh, he didn't like being a part of a team is what it is, really. Darius inevitably rose to command his own warband and Draven joined him. However, if he thought that would be easier or a way to achieve greater individual recognition, he was sorely disappointed. Some say Draven chose to leave Darius's command. Some say he was forced out. Either way, his skills were highly sought after as a champion and duelist. He was enticed to join a succession of warbands during the occupation of Ionia before ending up with a fairly respectable contract in the Reckoning Pit. For centuries, the gladiatorial Reckoners had performed a vital role in Noxus, punishing criminals and settling disputes between the noble houses, and Draven was determined to receive the riches, adoration, and renown he felt he deserved. However, with long protracted wars on many fronts, the spectacle was beginning to lose its appeal for the common citizen. As the attention of the crowds drifted, Draven fell into a slump, spending more and more time in the seedier drinking halls and gambling dens of the capital. Okay, so because of the wars and everything, the Reckoner's Pit wasn't doing as well. He was washed up and broke when the former general Jericho Swain found him. Swain had a plan to reclaim Noxus's lost glory and needed Draven's help to achieve it. Perhaps Swain only enlisted him as a way to ensure his brother Darius's support after the fact. Regardless, Draven proved integral to Swain's plan to depose the Grand General himself, Borum Darkwill. Alright, so standing triumphant with Swain, Draven smiled for the first time in months as the cheers of the Noxian people washed over him. But duty called. In the days and weeks following this unprecedented coup, many among the noble elite refused to honor Swain's succession, so they were sentenced to death in the arena. Oh, so then Draven got to perform all of that stuff in the arena for him. So any traitors or anybody that wasn't loyal to Swain, going in Draven's pit. One condemned man escaped his handlers ahead of his execution. Operating on pure instinct, as was ever his wont, Draven leapt from the high balcony and hurled a pair of axes at the fleeing man, cutting him down in a heartbeat. After a moment of stunned silence, the crowd roared their approval. There you go. Draven, that's all he needs. Draven retrieved his axes, spinning them high in the air, playing to his new fans and savoring their rapturous applause. Thus, Draven became the Glorious Executioner. Oh, that's where we get the name. Turning routine bouts into grand spectacles that drew ever larger crowds. Soon enough, an enterprising and diminutive promoter, tired of paying to house, feed, and train reckoners only for them to die in front of dwindling audiences, approached Draven with an idea. What if the drama of the classic pit fights could be combined with Draven's natural showmanship? The reckoners quickly became entertainers as much as combatants, each with their own carefully constructed backstory, fighting style, and flamboyant personality. Okay, so basically, along with the reckoners, the arena and the pit just became like actually successful, basically. The fights were often too bloody. The fights were often bloody. This was still Noxus after all, but far less often ended in death. Okay, so the rivalries, trash talking, and intrigue between the best known reckoners became the stuff of legend throughout the Empire, but none were talked about more than Draven. For a time, he lived the high life, receiving invitations to a never ending stream of parties and banquets, mixing with the wealthy and influential Swain's new Noxus. He even reconciled with Darius and would occasionally still march out with the war host, defeating enemy champions and generals in single combat. Nevertheless, Draven has started to grow restless once again. He has all that he could have ever imagined and more, but now dreams of the day when the whole world knows his name. So the dude just wants glory. He wants to be popular. He wants to be known. He wants to be cool. You know, I feel like we've all gone through a moment of that in our life at some point, maybe, but that's like his whole personality. So I totally get it. Okay, and just an FYI for everybody, it looks like there is a short story that features Draven in it, but he doesn't have his own short story, which is actually interesting. Most champions I've done do have the short story, but there is a short story called The Whispering Doodad that apparently he's talked about in or is mentioned in, but that's a very long short story for another champion, so we're not going to read that one. All right, so we're going to take a look at his abilities page because, you know, his champion spotlight's a little old. We'll take a look at the Wild Rift champion spotlight that they did for him, though, later. All right, so roll marksman, difficulty is high. So taking a look at his abilities, the passive is called League of Draven. You are kidding that is what it's called. Draven gains his fans' adoration when he catches a spinning axe or kills a minion, monster, or tower. Killing enemy champions grants Draven bonus gold based on how much adoration he has. You are kidding. That is so funny that the ability is called League of Draven. I like the little spotlight with gold raining on him as well. All right, first ability, Q, spinning axe. Let's see it. Okay, just the typical spinning axe, and then he catches it. Okay, so Draven's next attack will deal bonus physical damage. This axe will ricochet off the target high up into the air. If Draven catches it, he automatically readies another spinning axe. Draven can have 2 spinning axes at once. Okay, I see he has to actually catch it. I assume it's like not that difficult, but obviously maybe catching an axe can sometimes put you in not ideal situations, maybe. All right, so Blood Rush, W. Draven gains increased move speed and attack speed. The move speed bonus decreases rapidly over its duration. Catching a spinning axe will refresh the cooldown of Blood Rush. Oh, wow. So catching an axe refreshes this cooldown. So you can keep doing Blood Rush over and over if you keep doing spinning axe. Okay, stand aside, E. Oh, he throws both of them, huh? Draven throws his axes, dealing physical damage to targets hit and knocking them aside. Targets hit are slowed. And ultimate. Oh, he throws them straight like that, and then they come back. Okay, Whirling Death. Draven hurls 2 massive axes to deal physical damage to each unit struck. Whirling Death slowly reverses direction and returns to Draven after striking an enemy champion. Draven may also activate this ability while the axes are in flight to cause it to return early. Deals less damage for each unit hit and resets when the axes reverse direction. Executes enemies who have less health than Draven's number of adoration stacks. Okay, so those adoration stacks truly matter, especially when you're doing your ultimate. Okay, he seems like kind of a combo character, especially with the catching the axes thing. And I guess I can see why that adds into the high difficulty marker that they're giving him. He definitely seems like on the harder side than like another champion for sure. But I'm sure like once you know how to use them, you know, like with these high difficulty champions, it's usually once you know how to use them and you get the rhythm of them going, they can be very, very impactful. So you guys will have to let me know how good Draven is. Let me know if he's in meta currently. I know Tyler 1, like that's like his whole personality was the whole Draven thing, right? So you guys will have to let me know anything about that as well. All right, so we are going to do the Wild Rift champion overview as well. So let's watch this.
Welcome to the League of Draven.
That's crazy. He even says it. Oh, okay, so I see him catching his axe over and over here. That's cool. Okay.
Let's admire me for a bit.
All right, build stacks of adoration. Cash in adoration on kills. Got it. Yep, catching the axe. So it kind of goes generally in the same kind of left or right area a little bit. That's what it seems like. Okay, that Blood Rush seems pretty fast for a hot second. Catch the axe to reset the cooldown, and then you can just do it again. Wow. Okay, I feel like doing that over and over, insane. Okay. I feel like pushing aside is kind of weird, but I'm sure it's useful. Oh, we're seeing how far they go. Oh. Oh. Oh, I had no idea it went that far. Okay. Spin axes, slay enemies, show off. All right, let's see him in action a little bit. Yeah, just the I feel like what makes his kit fun
I got that.
are the spinning axes and just catching them over and over. It's like you're playing a little mini game already. Ew, what is this skin? His smile is just so gross here. Look at him. All right, that's really cool. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, everybody, it is a short and sweet reaction, I think, this time around because we don't really have any cinematics for Draven. He doesn't have his own Legends of Runeterra cinematic. He does have the Awakened cinematic, but we've seen that like quite a few times. There's other places on this channel that you can check that out. So yeah, we're just going to check out the login screen, which is also just a minute long, and then we're going to go and get into like the skins and the wiki and stuff after this, all right? So here we go, a minute long, obviously an old login screen. Let's give it a listen. How is this going to be different than, say, Darius's? Okay, we hear the spinning of the axe. Oh, okay. The choir is like shouting in this one. They're yelling Draven's name. Stop it. I mean, what more can you say? That's perfect. That's perfect for this champion. And we see an axe in somebody's back as well. That's cool. I mean, what other things should we be doing for his login screen other than people yelling his name? That's perfect. The drums. There you go. Nice. I love how the axe is just spinning the entire time. All right, yeah. I mean, it would be cool to have like a proper champion theme for him, but I feel like if they ever did do a new champion theme for him, you have to keep in the Draven being yelled throughout the song, right? All right, everybody, we have quite a few skins for Draven. We're going to look through all of them. I'll decide my top 3 at the very end. Of course, I want to hear from you guys what your favorite skin is in the comments. So here we go, starting off with the original design. Okay, so he's showing... What is he even wearing? Like, what is the top piece to Draven here? I feel like it's so weird looking. Look at the hair as well. Oh my god, that hair is just atrocious. Talking about the spinning axes, though, those things are pretty insanely scary. Like, look at those guys. He's got to be very skillful not to be able to, like, cut himself on, like, even these little spikes on the spinning part. So that's pretty nuts. Even his freaking, like, greaves have spikes in them. There's just spikes on his belt buckle, spikes on his freaking arms here. Yeah, I don't know. He's a very scary individual. Okay, the design is kind of crazy, and the hair is god-awful. But let's continue on. All right, starting off first, we have Soul Reaver. Oh. Okay, hold on. I like the new spinning axes. They're almost like karambits a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of like the kind of knife that they're like. And then the head. Okay, you know what I like about this is the fact that we don't get to see that ugly hair that I just saw in the original design for Draven. So he obviously doesn't really look like Draven here, but it still looks pretty cool. I actually like Soul Reaver Draven. All right, next is Gladiator. Okay. I mean, I figure... Oh, okay, so they do change the hair a little bit. He has less clothing on. Spinning axes chained as well, and he's just more like a gladiator, like kind of style, right? Okay, I think it's fine. I mean, it is different than the original design. It's almost just what you expected of an original design for Draven, though, honestly. All right, next is Primetime. Okay, this is the one that we saw in the Wild Rift little video. He has axes, but they have microphones on them. I feel like that's so goofy. Okay, so he's wearing literally regular clothes with a headset and blonde hair instead. Let's look at the chromas. Okay, the white suit's kind of neat. I mean, this skin, though, I think is perfect for him. It's just like what somebody that's trying to be flashy would wear, I think. And him being primetime Draven, like just being as an announcer or whatever he's trying to do, I think is really cool. I think it's a good and creative design. All right, next we have, oh, Pool Party Draven. Oh, have I seen this splash art before? We have Dr. Mundo. I believe that's Lulu. And then I have no idea who that is on the very left. But okay, I don't know if I've seen this splash art. Who is he riding? Oh, he's riding Rek'Sai. There's a Rek'Sai Pool Party skin. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's see this Pool Party Draven. I love Pool Party skins. Okay, so it looks like they gave him like fun foam swords or foam axes, and they gave him a life vest and a Speedo. Okay, of course the Speedo would be what Draven would wear, right? The sunglasses as well. What kind of even mustache is that? Okay, Pool Party Draven, by far the most fun, and I think by far my favorite. Yeah, this is a really funny looking skin. I like it. All right, next is Beast Hunter Draven. Okay. I'm going to think of Monster Hunter immediately. And yes, this looks very much like Monster Hunter, kind of like if you know Capcom's games, Monster Hunter, I feel like characters look quite a bit like this. This is really cool, actually. I think this fits perfectly for Draven. I really like what they did with the axes and making them like, I don't know, some sort of beast's mouth or teeth. I would say even like a dinosaur's teeth or something. I think this is actually a really cool skin. And it actually kind of looks like Kraven the Hunter, if you guys know the Spider-Man villain. So I think that's actually a really good and creative skin for him. Next is Draven. Draven? I'm confused by this. What is this skin? Okay. Not Draven. Draven is what the description says. I have questions about how this skin came to be. Is he easier to hit with the bigger head? And how many people use this skin? Because this skin is... Okay, they're just not taking Draven skin seriously, are they? This just is ridiculous. This is like... this is also giving, if any of you know, classic GoldenEye 007, there was a mode called Big Head mode in that, and it would just make it so you could headshot the enemy player easier. This is super freaking funny. Yeah, just the character Draven's not serious, so they're like, you know what, let's not even take the skin serious. We're just gonna give him a massive head or a massive helmet. I don't even know what's going on here. I like it though. Next is Santa Draven. Why did we make Draven Santa? Right, the devs aren't taking this serious. Devs are not taking this serious at all. We are making Draven Santa for some reason. He's the last person I think would be Santa. You know, I really like the spinning axes here, actually. I like the icicles for the spikes. And the Santa Claus outfit is actually cool. I think it doesn't look bad on him, but I don't think Draven is Santa. But I actually truly like the holiday Christmas kind of skin. So I think this is actually kind of a fun one. So I do like this one as well. I don't know what we're going to get next for skins. I have, like, these in the middle are just so wacky. Okay, we have Mecha Kingdom's Draven. I could see him being kind of like a Gundam with those spinning axes. Whoa, what is going on with the axes? Are those supposed to be like little jet engines on them? What is that? Okay, so, oh, the top part. Oh my God, hold on. It looks like he would like, his chest plate looks like it has a mouth of its own here. Mecha Kingdom's Draven. Holy crap. This looks like, okay, it has Gundam elements for sure. The spinning axes are kind of interesting. Oh, I like the black and purple. Okay, Mecha Kingdom's Draven, another top pick for me right now. I think this skin looks really, really cool. I think almost all of the chromas look cool too, which is kind of rare. Yeah, this is a really good skin. Mecha Kingdom's Draven, I like that one a lot. All right, next is Ruined Draven. Okay, so they pretty much just gave him the Ruined King flare. I kind of like the color scheme for him. That looks really good. I like the shoulder pauldrons as well, as well as with the crown and everything. Yeah, I think they did a really good design here with Ruined Draven. I think it's really good. Let's see the chromas for it. I like the original with the green though, but you know, if you want to change it up, these chromas aren't half bad. I think they're okay, but I think the original might be the best. I actually really like this Ruined Draven. I think the armor that he is wearing is really sick, as well as the spinning axes they gave him. All right, next we have Debonair Draven. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense for him. I feel like he would be wearing this kind of attire. Those freaking glasses, man, and that smile. Oh, it has a million freaking chromas on it. All right, the Debonair skin. I've been noticing a lot of champions have this Debonair skin line. You guys will have to let me know if it's pretty popular in the game or not. It must be if it keeps getting more skins for it. You know, the spinning axes look really cool in this as well. They have like, is it like a snake head here? It looks like it's a snake head. I really like this. I think it's perfect for his style and everything. So I like this skin as well. All right, 2 more. Fright Night. Ooh, okay. Halloween skin. Oh, it's got like the Borderlands art style to it. That like pencil-y, cartoony style. I do like that. Have we seen another skin like this? I feel like we have. I know there's like the Soul Fighter skins kind of has this art style too, or whatever it's called. Okay, do we like this skin though? He kind of has like some fiddlesticks flair to him a little bit, I feel like. Okay, I think it's not bad. It's not for me though. I usually like Halloween skins. I think it makes sense that his spinning axes are now chainsaws. I think that's perfect. I do like that. Oh, it kind of has like some Nightmare Before Christmas flair to it as well, I feel like. Okay, I like it. It's growing on me the more I look at it. You guys will have to let me know if you guys like this Fright Night skin though. It's definitely different. All right, last one here is La Illusion. I feel like I'm saying that terribly. All right, we have not seen any other skin line like this. What is this one? Draven always dreamed of going out in a blaze of glory during his Daredevil act. What are the axes? Whoa. Okay, by far the spinning axes have been insane for Draven. I like the shoulder pauldron here with the candles. That's so creative and unique. Okay, let's take a look at some chromas here. This is way different. I feel like we haven't seen anybody have like a skin like this, which is kind of cool. This is definitely unique to Draven. I like it. Yeah, and the chromas are pretty solid on this. Okay, I really like that skin as well. Guys, this is actually pretty hard for me to decide my top 3. You know, okay, first off, though, Pool Party is making top 3. I really think it's fun. I like it. It's I got no complaints about the skin. So far, Pool Party's number 1 in there. All right, next up, I mean, we have so many random skins in here. We have Draven, Santa. Okay, Mecha Kingdoms is very good. Fright Night, Debonair. Guys, okay, so this is what we're going to do. You guys let me know your favorite skin. I'm picking Mecha Kingdoms, and I'm actually going Debonair for Draven because I think I've picked maybe one other person that had a Debonair skin. The Debonair skin lines have been okay to me, but they usually don't make top 3. But I think I really like them on Draven. I like the snake head on the axes as well. So I think that's really sick. And then the Mecha Kingdoms, I really don't need to explain it. It looks like a Gundam, and I think the design is sick on Draven. So perfect skin for him. All right, let's look at the trivia that we have at the bottom. Draven is one of 21 champions without a single ability power ratio on any ability. And then Draven is one of 15 champions that have an ability that infinitely stacks an effect. In Draven's case, League of Draven can stack Adoration infinitely as well as Whirling Deaths execute. Okay, so Adoration does stack infinitely. I gotcha. Draven and Darius are one of the 7 pairs of sibling champions. Draven shares the Fire Dance with Thresh. Fire Dance, okay, what is that from? League of Draven and Hijack are the only abilities to interact with the chat interface. Oh, it actually interacts with the chat interface. League of Draven's icon was directly cropped from his champion's square, which was in turn directly edited from his original splash art. League of Draven is among a few abilities that were named after a quote of their champion. In this case, its reference is "Welcome to the League of Draven" quote, which he had before the patch. He got the ability V3.9. The others are Dr. Mundo's Goes Where He Pleases and Graves' End of the Line. Okay. Draven was not played by David Freak Turley in his champion spotlight. Why is that mentioned in there? I don't know what that even means. When Draven is recalling or teleporting, he strikes a pose resembling Usain Bolt's. Okay, so the runner guy. And he points to his target location. Draven's style of executioning references those of Solfikar and Richard Brandon. Draven's death animation likely references Cowboy Bebop's ending. A side-by-side comparison can be here. Oh, Cowboy Bebop is literally one of my favorite animes, but I can't think of what they would be referencing with the Cowboy Bebop ending. Okay. Draven won the Great Game FAQ's Character Battle 9, and Draven is the only champion to have 2 different critical strike animations, one for each arm's attack, and the Ward skin, Ward of Draven, references him. Lots of random trivia in here, so if you guys want to pop in the comments, let me know a little bit more about any of this trivia. please do so, because there's a lot of things in here that I just actually don't even know exactly what they're referencing. All right, let's take a look at the wiki for Draven. I noticed that the nickname literally for him just is Draven, like elongated basically. It's kind of funny. All right, so let's take a look at everything that we can in the wiki. Honestly, all of the background is stuff that we already know about him or read in like his biography or everything, so we don't really need to go into that again. All right, so appearance. Draven is a tall, muscular man with fair skin and dark brown or black hair. He is variously portrayed with either brown, gray, or green eyes. His body and face are decorated with reddish tattoos, a series of thick, angular lines. His iconic facial hair is a long, thin mustache that extends past his jawline. Right, very iconic, to be honest with you. He typically wears light leather armor accented with metal spikes and white fur. His weapons of choice are a pair of large, spinning axes meant for throwing. Personality. With a knack for spectacle and showmanship, Draven is a bombastic, blustering personality and a famous crowd pleaser during his gladiatorial performances. He is brash and impulsive, often acting purely on instinct. In addition, he is almost cartoonishly arrogant, loving himself and the sound of his own name with extreme passion. As such, he often refers to himself in the third person. He is also an enthusiastic killer, executing his opponents in the ring with brutal thrill. Oh, really? He often refers to himself in the third person. Okay, maybe we will notice that in the voice lines. All right, so abilities, it just says Master Axeman. Draven dominates the arena with his signature spinning throwing axes and charisma. Draven is a natural showman who provokes uproarious reactions from the crowd. All right, so relations. Darius. Draven and Darius are renowned as the Blood Brothers, Draven being the younger one. Draven looked up to his older brother for guidance. They are competitive brothers, with both generally disapproving of the way the other goes about his life. Yeah, I would see that. They're both very opposites a little bit. Although I would say they both are very charismatic characters. Swain. Draven supported Swain when he was considered a disgraced figure and aided him in his coup for the leadership of Noxus. For this, Swain considers him a friend and an ally. But I feel like knowing Swain, well, I guess knowing Swain, I don't know, he might end up just using Draven in the future, like using him for his own purposes. I don't know. Maybe we'd see if we ever get a Noxus show. Who is this? So Tamara, it is revealed in the Whispering Doodad. Okay, so that was the story I mentioned earlier, that both Draven and War Mason Tamara Latori harbor feelings towards each other that they refuse to express to one another, much to the confusion of the observer. Okay, so Draven does have a love interest. We love to see that. Lulu and Tristana. Draven had encountered both Lulu and Tristana, fought and fled from them during his return trip from Basilisk to Noxus Prime. Okay, so that's also in that Whispering Doodad story. Riven. Draven sees Riven as a mighty warrior worthy of his time in the Fleshing Arena, which is from the Awakened trailer. And then Carl. Okay, this is a card in Legends of Runeterra. Let's see, do we get a picture? Looks like it is a arena bookie. Carl offered Draven an opportunity to renew the Reckoner's arena business, which he gladly accepted. Okay, and then during Viego's conquest, Draven challenged him and immediately lost, resulting in his ruination. All right, rolling down to the bottom here. Let's see. We have the biography we read, of course, the Awaken music video. He is featured in the Blood of Noxus comic and the Noxian Brotherhood comic, and he is in the Rise of the Sentinels game. Okay, and yep, short story, The Whispering Doodad. Just a tiny bit of trivia. So Darius, Draven, Investia, and Kieta Varn were all born in Basilisk. Draven's unusual axes are an extension of his desire for recognition and fame, as observed by his outfit and moves. Draven has a picture of himself on his bedside table. He loves himself very much, and Draven is 32 years old. No way he has a picture of himself at his bedside table, but I mean, that makes sense, right? All right, guys, let's finally get into Draven's voice lines. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into the Legends of Runeterra interactions for Draven first, and then we'll move on to his League of Legends voice lines afterward.
Where's my money, bookie?
Draven, good to... let's talk after.
Okay.
I stand for Noxus.
Crowd favorite.
I gotta work with this joker?
Huh.
The people are my strength.
Where'd you
So that's
get
a
your
reckoner.
title? They do refunds?
Ah, I like that.
Party's over.
War is no game.
Okay, so we've heard some of these, but we're hearing them specifically for Draven
Stand
now.
aside. I've got work to do.
Oh, brother.
I was going to say that.
It's
Draven's biggest fan.
Looking good.
They did not just say it's Draven time. They did not just say it's Draven time. They did the meme.
Kid. Autographs after the fight, kid.
Autographs after. Oh God.
By my
Fiora.
honor, you must die.
Oh.
Oh no, es a ward.
Oh. Why did he say it like that? Okay, I didn't know he had an interaction with Fiora. That's interesting.
We fight for those who cannot.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say something?
That's, yep.
For king and country.
Look, everyone, Captain Dull.
Hecarim.
Pony want a carrot?
Oh man, Draven's not even scared of Hecarim. That's crazy. Heimerdinger.
The sweet smell of science.
Nerd.
Okay, hold on. These Draven voice lines are actually kind of good.
Reporting in.
Timo.
What the is that?
Wait. Whoa. Whoa. Is that the only... Are there any other voice lines where they bleep out like a cuss word? Also, has he... I mean, we know he's seen a Yordle, but maybe this is... I don't know. Timo looks weird? I don't know. Okay.
Whose fall will mark my passage?
Sorry.
Nice hat. You lose a bet? You earned a ticket to a battle royale.
I'd prefer a battle of wits, but you're unarmed.
Betcha I kill more of them.
Oh, it's on.
Okay, that's cool. I like friendly
Rules are
competition.
made to be broken, like buildings or people.
You should try blinking sometime.
Wait. Jinx blinks, right? Now I'm questioning everything.
I have the best job.
Finally, a chance to shut you up.
Okay. He likes his job.
Time for the main event.
I was afraid this day would come.
That would be really cool to actually see those two fight in a cinematic.
Remember why you fight, brother.
Blah blah Noxus, blah blah strength.
Just like old times.
But I got better looking.
Ooh, but he got better looking. Obviously implying that he cares about his looks, which we kind of already knew that.
It's Draven time.
Oh my god, he said it.
Oh no.
Huh?
Draven, I love you!
Oh my
Me
god.
too, kiddo. Me too.
Me too is crazy.
Draven!
Hey, kiddo. Dig your get up.
Okay, Arena Battlecaster.
The party has arrived.
Arrived.
Draven, the glorious executioner.
Time for the main event.
Okay, toe the arm. So he just says the same thing. So it looks like it's another Reckoner who's holding a little person with him, I guess. She looks so tiny compared to... Oh, wait, it's Shiraza the Blade. This is who... Okay, hold on.
Going to be a catastrophe.
We spoke about this.
All right, the Arena
The
bookie.
party has arrived.
Okay, he just says the same thing when he's an ally
Draven,
arriving.
My favorite client. How you been?
He'll be back. I've done way worse. He'll be back. He's too stupid to die.
Too stupid to die.
Brother! Draven.
See, like, okay, when Darius sees Draven dies, he's so serious about it. But Draven was just like, oh, whatever. He can't die. He's fine.
It's Draven time.
Oh, no.
Well, hey there, good looking. Are you guys even trying?
Yeti Yearling?
It's Draven time!
There's no accounting for taste.
I kind of like that. Okay, that's funny.
All me. And maybe those other guys. Whatever.
Oh, my God.
Damn, I'm good. So
Okay.
this is what losing feels like?
Uh-huh.
Sucks.
Sucks.
Whatever, man. Not my fault.
Hold on. Okay, that literally is, I feel like, what everybody says after they lose, right? Not my fault. It was the team. It was my team sucks, man. Come on. All right. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty much what I expected from Draven. I'm actually going to be curious what they do for him in League of Legends, like what those voice lines are going to be like. The funniest voice lines in here, obviously, it's Draven time. Him seeing Timo, he's like, what the F is that? That's kind of crazy. You guys will have to let me know if there's any other voice lines that are even close to that, because that's so funny. I actually wonder if that's in League of Legends or if that's specifically just in Legends of Runeterra, because if it's only in Legends of Runeterra, I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Please add that to League of Legends anytime there's a Teemo, even on your team or the other team. I think that'd be so funny. But yeah, I mean, we're pretty much just getting the typical, it's all about Draven. He loves himself. He's very cocky. He doesn't like to lose. And yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to get from this character, right? So I'm not surprised by the voice lines. I think they're very good, though. I think they're pretty funny. The voice actor does a great job as well. All right, let's go ahead and listen to the rest. All right, we are on the wiki. We're going to listen to all of his voice lines in League of Legends. We're just going to go kind of rapid fire and talk about them as we go. So let's start off with the pick voice line. Okay, that's just the spinning axes, right?
Welcome to the League of Draven.
The League of Draven is so funny as well. All right, moving. And it looks like we have voice lines for several of the different skins. That's pretty cool. There's the Ruined one. There's the Mecha Kingdom one. And then, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and listen through these.
Smooth.
Oh.
Man, I'm good. Don't be jealous. I've got pain to serve. Perfection? I got that.
That's crazy.
Got axes. Need victims.
Okay, that's a little cringy.
Now this is how to move. Places to go, me to see.
Oh my god.
Let's admire me for a bit. Subtle. I don't do subtle.
That's, yep.
Doesn't get better than this. No following these footsteps.
Okay, those are good. Those are really funny. Let's go into the taunt. Oh boy.
Who wants some Draven?
Oh lord.
Come out and play.
All right, jokes?
Not Draven.
Oh.
Draven.
Oh, my fault. It's been Draven this whole time.
Draven does it all with style.
And then his laugh. Okay. Oh. It got more maniacal the second part. Oh, I actually love his laughs. They're really good. I like that there's like a pause in between and then it gets crazier. All right, and then we have his dance. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. He gets real excited at the end. Okay.
Woo, yeah. Yeah.
The woo is funny. We got another one.
Yeah.
And then one more. I wish I got a little like glimpse of him or dancing right here. That'd be cool too. All right, and then we have basic attacking, so just grunts. Literally. And then attacking. Okay, here we go.
Stand back. Let's do this. Watch and learn.
Watch and learn. That
I
makes
have
sense.
the best job. Hit 'em where it hurts. Something need killing? This is where Draven shines. Hear that? Death's knocking.
Death's knocking. Could be a reference to Kindred too, technically.
Seems to be blood everywhere I go.
Although Kindred probably wasn't out at that time. I don't know. All right. Seems to be blood everywhere I go. There you go. Blood Brothers with him and Darius. Okay, so we have ability casting next. Okay, attacking with an axe. This is just his spinning axe. Just grunts again. Oh, and then we have voice lines for when he catches an axe, and it has a 10% chance.
Too easy. I'll take that. Here we go. Why, thank you.
Oh.
Yoink.
Yoink. Oh, my God. I feel like there was a time in the world where a lot of people were saying yoink, and I don't think that's now, but there you go.
Nice axe. I'll take it.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Ha ha.
Laughing proudly.
Ha. Ha ha.
Ha. Ha ha. Okay, and then using stand aside.
Ah. Ah.
Just more grunts.
Ah. Ha.
All right, whirling death.
Yeah.
Shouts and effort.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Recall.
Draven out.
That's funny.
Draven's making an exit.
Okay, I like both of those because he's talking about himself in third person, like we said, or we learned earlier. Okay, and then death. The death groans. My bad, these are long. He dies so dramatically. He starts laughing when he dies. That's crazy. I mean, that's Draven though, right? All right, so let's take a look here. We have a little bit of trivia for Gladiator Draven and Primetime Draven. We're going to ignore those and just look at the regular. So Draven is the first champion to have a special quote when recalling or teleporting. Darius is the first to have a unique teleporting animation. Okay, so they both the Blood Brothers had some first things for their characters. Draven was the first champion to have a mirror match dedicated quote, the second being Trundle. Yoink might be referencing The Simpsons. I mean, I feel like, well, yeah, I guess, but could also be referencing a million other things. His pick quote, welcome to the League of Draven, has earned meme status. I love that it says it earned meme status. Draven shares quotes with, it looks like Jax. We have Darius, Katarina. That portrait's not loading. Oh, Nunu and Willump, the robot version, and then Tarek, which we have not reacted to yet. So let's do this. Too easy, man. I'm good and smooth. And you know what? I'm a tiny bit disappointed. I really wanted the Teemo voice line in here. I don't even know if it actually show up in this little screen here, but yeah. So you guys have to let me know. Does Draven say that voice line when he sees Teemo, the one that was in Legends of Runeterra? All right, guys, this is again about what I expected for Draven, but I get it. His character is super funny. He's kind of a meme character. Let's be real. Like, he's just such a big personality kind of character that he's like basically a meme almost. And I think that's fine. I think that's a funny character. But what is interesting is how, again, I'm going to go back to, you know, if we get an Arcane show or whatever it's going to be called for Noxus, how is Draven going to be portrayed? Like, is he just going to be, I mean, are they going to make him this kind of crazy personality like this, or are they going to tone him down a bit? I don't think they can tone him down because I feel like everybody knows Draven as who he is, like right now, right? And if they did anything to Draven's personality, whether they toned it down, I don't see them even being able to tone it up more. In terms of like just how crazy of a character and personality he is, yeah, I think people would be disappointed if they toned his character down a little bit in the Noxus show whenever that comes about. And you know, we'll certainly like have Draven at some point in that show. It would seem like, but I don't know how important Draven would actually be to the lore of Noxus. I guess if we actually got to see the come up of Swain, but we already saw Swain in Arcane at the end of the season, so at that point Swain should be in power. So then more technically, we wouldn't actually see the whole Draven helping him come into power thing and helping with Borum Darkwill or anything like that. So that stuff has already happened. But, you know, if we end up focusing on Swain, Draven should show up at some point because they're, you know, friends / allies. And I'm sure Swain uses Draven for certain things. Obviously, the Reckoner's Arena is very important in Noxus. I'm sure we would actually see some sort of gladiator arena at some point in the show as well. Yeah, guys, if there's anything I missed for Draven, please let me know. I mean, going into this, I just really wanted to get an idea of the two brothers, so the Blood Brothers in Noxus, again, because I think we will be going to probably Noxus next if we ever get a new show for League of Legends. And so I think Darius and Draven are going to be essential to that, especially more on the Darius side, I think, just because he is, you know, the strength of Noxus. Draven, though, with the Reckoner's Arena, I think that could be pretty important. He is a important character in the whole ascension of Swain to his power as well. So I think, you know, pretty important character. It'd be interesting to see him in an Arcane style show. So yeah, in terms of where we could see Draven going in the future, I like to ask that question myself. You know, again, he's another champion that's kind of in a good spot. I actually don't think I can think of anything happening to Draven. I don't even think, like, with Noxus going back to war, like in the Freljord or like Ionia, I don't think Draven would partake in any of that. He's very happy where he is with the Reckoner's Arena and running all that stuff. He's happy there. I don't think he's going to be doing anything for a long time. He likes his job. I guess in the Awaken trailer, we do see that he's like a little bit bored with the arena, but then like Riven shows up and it's kind of exciting again. But I don't know. Everything leads to me telling that he loves where he's at right now in Noxus. He loves where he's at in the Reckoner's Arena, and just, you know, he has fans and things like that. So I don't think he's going to go anywhere in terms of lore. The only thing that would change lore for him is if anything ever happens to Swain and Swain needs him, or I guess like Darius maybe. But like they're kind of like, you know, they're like the brothers that kind of like each other, but also like I don't think they'd help each other out, right? So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, though, what you think of that. You guys let me know if I missed anything in this reaction. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Draven, if you ever played him, what the meta is around Draven. Do you guys think he's really good right now? Anything like that. And I appreciate all your guys' love and support. Please leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.